flick is? Okay. I'll play with you. Come on. Okay. Do you want to play rough? Okay. Uno. Say hello to my little friend. Okay. You want to play rough? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yolanda?
Every femboy at some point in their journey has asked themselves the big question of, is it okay to go out in public as a femboy? Can I wear my outfits in my day-to-day activities? And unfortunately, that question is very stressful. It can be crippling because socially it's not always accepted or liked, and it could be even worse if your family is not supportive. I too have struggled with these questions. I too have struggled with these issues, and it took me 2 years since I started to identify as a femboy to really go out in public with my stuff like it was normal, because it is. It's just a little mental blocker. And in this video, I'm gonna give you the tips, the tricks, and what I do when I'm out that overall reduces the stress, makes it more enjoyable, and even end with a few compliments from other people from time to time. Before I get into any tips, tricks, or just insight into this, I just want to let you know, because this is important. I was exactly where you're at right now in 2020. When COVID was rampant, I started to identify as a femboy and started dressing more femme and just exploring myself a little bit more. And I would go online and look up videos on how to be a public femboy, how to dress femme in public, what to do, just tips on being a public femboy, browsed countless Reddit threads, which I don't recommend because Reddit is definitely not a place you want to be going for all of your information, and just trying to figure out what to do. And that didn't help me at all, and the videos I watched really didn't help me at all, because they all kind of came down to, well, just do it. And I'm going to say the same thing, but with a few stipulations on top of it, because I know what advice really works and what doesn't. So I just, again, if you're watching this and you're a femboy that's coming out, or if you've been a femboy for a while but you haven't really stepped out into the public eye, I just want you to know that I was where you're at right now. And if I can do it, you can do it. And maybe that's all you need to hear. Maybe that lifts the mental blocker and you can go out there and be your best self and be as happy as I know you can be. But I still want to give some tips and tricks. So with that out of the way, let's get into it and start talking about skirts. The most important thing that I want to mention, and I don't remember where I heard this tip to begin with, but it relates to body confidence. If you come to yourself, don't take that out of context. If you approach yourself with the mindset of, man, I don't have the slim body, I don't have the nice butt, I don't have the thick thighs or the makeup or the nail polish, if you approach that with the mindset of trying to chase this dream femboy physique that everybody wants, you're never really going to be content and happy with yourself. Here, buckle up. This is going to be revolutionary, probably. This is probably the first time you heard a femboy say this. There is no dream femboy physique.
You what?
I should actually say there is, but it's only for the 0.2% OnlyFans femboy content creators that literally do porn. That is their job. Only for them there is a dream femboy physique, because it's literally how they make money. And I really dislike the idea of a dream femboy physique that got morphed into it's really funny hearing myself talk about this. I'm just wondering, it'd be really funny if someone walks past, be like, what is this guy talking about? But I really hate the morphing of this perfect body into the femboy culture, because there is none. No matter what you are, no matter what shape you take, if you identify as a femboy, you're a femboy. It's that simple. Just cut it right there. If you're motivated to go to the gym, great. If you want to lose weight, awesome. If you want to start eating well, all of that stuff helps. But don't frame it like you're chasing the dream body, because then you will never be happy with your progress. This dream body physique is one of the stereotypes that is attached to the femboy community that is just something that you need to step away from and realize it's just a stereotype and it's not something that you have to follow. There is no playbook on how to be a femboy. There are no signposts to tell you what to do. Those are cultural stereotypes that, again, we've put on ourselves and that people on the outside have put on us. For example, the high-pitched voice stereotype. When people hear femboys, they expect a high-pitched sexual voice or the over-sexualization of the body, so on and so forth. And even anime characters and the most famous femboy type characters like Astolfo and Felix and the whatever the one person from Genshin Impact is, that kind of set vision stereotypes of what femboys are supposed to look like. So this tip is really just break away from stereotypes. Don't come into it thinking you're supposed to be a certain way, because you're not. This other bit of advice may sound really self-explanatory, and that is simply find other femboys or other friends who are comfortable with you expressing yourself in a feminine way. There are a lot of femboys who are definitely going through the same things you're going through, struggling with the same challenges, asking the same questions, and the best way to find them is really kind of just by looking. Or if you already work in IT, just ask your coworker. They're probably a femboy. They probably have thigh highs under their work pants right now. Why do you think every femboy is in IT? If a plane was on its way to an anime convention and it crashed, half of this country's IT infrastructure would be devastated. So going out there and trying to connect with other people and just growing a group of individuals that you feel safe around, and even better if you find people locally that are willing to maybe go out with you and kind of just give you a space where you can feel safe to express yourself. Friends are really important, and friendship is magic. There are a lot of little things that you can do in everyday life that will significantly impact how you feel about yourself and just kind of in general. And one of those things is painting your nails. That may sound really small because everybody does it, and it's really something that's not noticeable. But I remember when I started painting my nails just black before I started doing crazy fun colors, it made me feel fantastic. It validated my feelings, and it was one giant step to feeling more comfortable expressing this side of myself. So if you can find more little small things like that to do, like wearing panties under your jeans to make it easier for you to express yourself openly, it's going to feel very validating, and you're overall just going to have a better time. Here are some rapid fire things that you can do to help you get started that will allow you to feel more confident in yourself. And I've done most of these, and I can say they've helped me in the long run. You could buy oversized hoodies. You can pull the hoodie sleeves or any other sleeves in general of your clothing over your hand. I know a lot of you bottoms like to do that. You could shave or wax to keep smooth. I will say waxing is a lot better than shaving, just because shaving has a chance to leave razor bumps and it can take forever, and the more you shave, the faster your hair is going to grow back, especially as you continue to age. You could wear thigh highs under your pants. You can grow your hair out more. You can tie it up if you're into that. You can put wallpapers on your desktop and phone. You can get a flag if your family is on the more supportive side. And there's a bunch of small mannerisms that you could do that are a little bit more feminine that could really make you feel more confident. Now let me just answer the big question in the room, and that is in relation to clothing. Now, shopping for clothing only gets harder depending on the styles that you want to go for. If you want to stay in the standard or the everyday femboy outfits, which is really just thigh highs, skirts, panties, cute tops, arm warmers, gaiter belts or garter belts, and so on, and it's relatively easy. But if you want to branch out into more elaborate things like blouses and other feminine dresses, so on and so forth, it gets a little bit harder and will probably involve a lot of guessing unless you're smarter than I am and actually get your measurements and actually consult with people who might know a little bit more about it, like women. Just doing research. I know I've bought a lot of things that didn't fit because I thought it looked cool, or the sizes were wrong because I didn't understand my sizes. And I will say, once you start to branch out into shopping for clothing, I would stick to Amazon or trusted seller. There's a lot of third-party apps out there that have reduced price clothing, but the quality might not be good. It might take months of shipping. There's a lot of scammy, baity, gimmicky websites that are themed for femboys or cross-dressing, and they will upsell like crazy, and the quality might even be horrible, or they might not even have the right things that they're advertising. There's one really good website that I have used for femboy clothing, and that is, if I remember, Femme Fatale or Femboy Fatale. If I said the name properly, I'll throw it up on screen nonetheless. They are really good. They're pretty true to size and true to their pictures. The only downside is I think the last time I bought from the shipping time was a little bit longer. And in general, these websites are going to have really long shipment times because they come from countries in Asia or that part of the world. I would recommend, and if you're able to do this, you are very brave and you are already really high up in the confidence level, and you should be proud of yourself, is try to go to an actual physical store, preferably with somebody if you're too shy to do this on your own, and shop for clothing there because you're able to physically see it, hold it, and try it on, or just hold it up against yourself to see what it looks like. And now this is something my parents would always say in relation to clothing when I was in my phase of, I'm just going to buy it online. Why do I have to go to a real store? Because I am an introvert, but being an adult now in my own place, I almost said spot. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my own spot, in my own place, buying clothing. I can now understand why it's good to physically go and see it. So if you're able to shop at a local store for this stuff, go ahead. But there might be specific femboy things that you want that might not be sold physically, and hence where online stuff comes in order. Just be careful with the websites you go on, and always make sure the website's real. And here comes my nerdy cybersecurity brain. Don't give information to websites you don't trust, so on and so forth. But clothing is really important and is a big gateway to expressing yourself. I want to keep this video short because while there's a bunch of information I can talk about and stories to share, I want you to be able to take the information I already talked about and use it to your advantage to find new outlets to express yourself and be the femboy that I know you can be. Remember, I was right where you are a few years ago, and if I can do it, you can do it. I have faith in you. There's a bunch of people out there in the community that I'm sure would love to be your friend and help you along. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my videos and posts. In the description of this video, I'll also include a link tree that you can check out all my other social media where I post short content and other wacky things and updates to my Twitch in general. And if you want to see me live, feel free to head over to twitch.tv/ember_loom, where I am a variety streamer, but I predominantly play Escape from Tarkov. I've just been waiting for the game to wipe because it is currently not fun to play when everybody is max level. But feel free to subscribe over there as well. And again, thank you so much for watching.